Hey, welcome to the 26th episode of the Purple, Yellow, Red and Blue podcast, a Portugal the Man podcast. On this podcast, I'm joined by guests to talk about what's going on with the Portugal the Man, new releases, updates, live shows, other shit that's happening with them, catching up with the guest. We talked about the experiences with the band, that sort of stuff, how they discovered them. You can find the PYRB podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple, unless Daniel Eck continues to be a dickhead. Thank you to Liam for the podcast artwork. My name is Mark, and my guests joining me today are
Carrie, also known as MC Hamster.
And I'm Chris. This is my third appearance, thankfully. And my Reddit account is Endless Throwaway Account, as some of you may know me as.
I think we all know you pretty well. How you guys doing on this fine Saturday morning, afternoon, across the pond?
Dude, I'm reeling in after seeing The Naked Gun last night.
Yeah, same. So good.
Gotta say, we were sitting in the theater. Frances was like in the row ahead of us with mom and dad, and she was just cracking comments throughout the whole movie. And there was one where there's like a moment where someone's about to get shot, and she's just like, "Shoot him already!" Like screamed it out in the theater. Started cracking up. It's so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you?
But how am I? I'm doing okay. A lot of change over the summer. It's weird. I've got the mic one way, and I'm facing you. Maybe I'll just move that quickly. There we go. On the fly. That's better. I'm doing all right. It's been a lot of change this summer. New job, kind of quit one I was doing for a long time. A lot happier now. Feels like a new adventure. I feel kind of reborn. Got a lot more energy, but it's a lot tiring. It's a lot more driving. You know, nothing
Yeah, I
like
imagine,
Americans. But yeah,
I imagine birth is pretty energy consuming.
yeah. But it's good. I feel like I've got a bit more of like a plan, like a serious adult, and I'm not just kind of winging it, which is
Yeah.
good. Yeah, doing well. Thanks for asking. Hope you guys are doing well as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty well.
things are going.
Summer, I mean, every day is nice. So.
Yeah, Carrie loves the summer, and I'm like a transitional season person. I'm like, oh God, I can't wait for leaves to fall off the trees and for it to maybe rain someday.
No.
Oh, it's been raining plenty over here, so I'll point it in your direction. Then perhaps might be an idea. Yeah,
That'd be great.
We'll take a couple of days.
We had like a bit of a summer, and then it kind of just died off in the last couple of weeks. It was just like that's enough. That's enough warm weather for you. That's what you get. So we're all back indoors wearing trousers again. Unfortunately.
Well, you know, Ozzy dies, so he takes the nice weather with him. Yeah, throw it in. Not to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're obviously gathered here today to talk about Portugal the Man and bits and pieces. First time having two guests on at one time, so I'm going to have to be properly switched on. So thank you again both for doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start off with, I've obviously talked to Chris twice before, as he mentioned. I love having him back on. He's a wealth of knowledge. He knows the band really well. But Kerry, we've not heard from you. How'd you get involved? How did you discover the band? What's your story?
Yeah, what's your story? What's your life story?
What's your origin story?
So
she was born in a tube, in a test tube.
Chris has been saying that forever. But a long time ago, actually, my sister, Katie Dean.
Shout out
to Katie.
Shout out, Katie.
She's really cool, and she had great taste. I think back in high school, she played their music and showed them to me, and we both just loved it. And after that, me and Chris were hanging out way back when, 13 years ago. And you can chime in here. What didn't I show them to you?
Carrie actually convinced me to go see them for the first time.
Ooh, good
Yeah.
work. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're mentioned in one of the old podcasts. Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I gotta listen to that.
Carrie and I had dated for a period of time in high school, and then we split up, and we had mutual friends. She was like, "Hey, I'm going to this show tomorrow with said mutual friends," and I was like, "Oh, who is it?" She's like, "Portugal the Man," and they were doing a benefit show for the Humane Society here in the Portland area, and they were playing like a free show in a waterfront park, and the rest they say is history, as always.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's really sweet. Oh, cool. So,
Yeah.
Kerry, you both. So I'm trying to work out who discovered them first. Then, out of the two of you, was it Kerry then, or? Oh, okay.
Well, I'd
I
mentioned
mean,
Go
so
ahead.
my sister introduced him to me, but then,
Right.
I listened to like a little bit of them and I was like, okay, I'll go to the show. I don't think I was a big fan at that point.
Sure. And like there's the one like the alt rock radio station in town, which I was listening to pretty regularly at the time. So like I'd known the songs. Um, I'm a couple years older than Carrie, and so even when I was in high school, still there were people like talking about the band,
Mhm.
and like people I knew were going to the shows, but it just didn't really click with me. I didn't, you know, I guess I didn't have much interest at the time. I also didn't have much money at the time. It's just a big
Who does when
difference.
they're young? To be fair, like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's understandable. No, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So good work, Kerry. Also your sister as well. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I
Yeah.
So many years ago, discovered them. Pretty cool. Yeah, I discovered them in about 2012, around that kind of time, around the kind of late In the Mountain in the Cloud era.
Mhm.
John probably hates the origin story, but big football fan in the UK, and they had one of their songs on the FIFA games, and well, that's kind of what the first time I heard "Got It All," and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty good." You'd play a game and you go back to the menu and you would hear it kind of along with 30 other tracks, but I just remember always thinking about that one, and then 2 years later, Purple, Yellow, Red, and Blue was on the kind of soundtrack for the game as well. So I heard that and I was like, "Oh, okay," and then really started getting into the band, following them from that point. Woodstock came out, kind of changed. It was a little bit like, oh, I can tell friends, oh, it's the Feel It Still band, essentially, which kind of made things a little easier, which we don't love, but we'll take. That song paid for a few houses, I'm sure. Yeah, and basically from 2019, kind of just got more involved online in the Reddit and the Discord or whatever started first. I know we're Boo Discord fans on this call, but for some of us anyway. But I do still use it. There's a lot of dodgy people on there. I get it. It's not the perfect place, but fair.
No judgment.
No judgment for those who don't use it as well. But yeah,
Discord is cool. It solves a niche.
Yeah.
Good.
yeah.
But In the Mountain in the Cloud is also kind of where I think I was really exposed to them and sort of fell in love with the songs on that album. It's kind of what I remember when I think back to when I first started listening. That and the Satanic Satanist, but like In the Mountain in the Cloud, really like so good.
Yeah.
An absolute classic. Probably, if I had to draw a line on like what's an where does old school start with Portugal the Man? It's probably In the Mountain in the Cloud and anything kind of before that, I'd say, because like you can't really be like a Evil Friends fan and call yourself. I don't know. I don't think that's quite. It just feels too new, too modern. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they're still playing all that sort of stuff anyway, or some of it anyway. So
Yeah. I was gonna go down a rabbit hole there. Never mind.
go down the rabbit hole. Go down the
You want me
rabbit
to
hole.
go
Chris
down
has
the
got
rabbit
lots of thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I don't have lots of thought. I was just Carrie and I were talking about this in the car last night, actually. I was talking to John one time, and I know he said this in interviews, but we were just like having a phone call about this and that and whatever. And he was saying how around satanic Satanists, he's like, that's like when I learned like how to play guitar chords, like how they
Yeah.
correlate with each other, and it's like how to actually play music. And I remember responding to him, and I'm like, "Yes, what happened during American Ghetto then?" He just kind of laughed. But yeah, then they get the major label representation and like a major producer within the Mountain and the Cloud, and so with that, what I'm saying is what you're saying completely makes sense. Old school versus like
Mod day. Yeah.
yeah, kind of like a modern day I don't want to say reimagining, but like a revamp.
Reinvention.
Yeah, reinvention.
Reinvention. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good word. Yeah. So, speaking about albums, then, some of your favorites. Then you mentioned Satanic already. In the Mountain and the Cloud are some of your favorites. Would that be go-tos for you? Then you kind of the peak. What do you think? Any favorites? I know Chris and I quite like Church Mouth from back in the day.
Oh, you like Church Mouth now?
I like Church Mouth.
Whatever, I'll die on that hill. Church Mouth is their best album.
Ooh,
Fight me, y'all. Come fight me about it.
Yeah.
I understand why a lot of people aren't very keen on that. It's very different from the rest of their
And they're wrong.
discography.
Which they're wrong.
They are. Yeah, they're very wrong. So
It's a very good album.
Calling you out, Jason. So, Jason on the Reddit, not Jason in the band. Jason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get cyberbullied?
Oh, cyberbullying me, y'all. Please, if you hear this, come bully me. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Anyway, Carrie's turn.
I don't know. I was listening to Wait Are You Vultures like this week, and it's one album that I never really gave a lot of time into, and damn, there's like so many really good ones on that. So
Elephants, Marching with Six.
Waiter.
had Levi.
No. That one's not on there, is it? That's the
Chicago?
demo one.
It's on there though.
Chicago's on. Is Chicago on the first record or on the second record?
That I don't remember.
I don't remember. There's a lot of good tracks.
Yeah, there's a lot of good. And their first music video, which, man, wow.
Yeah.
Feels
That's
like an
a
age.
vibe.
Yeah, a different energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So talk about favorite albums. Then we obviously talked about live show experiences as well a little bit, but like any favorite live show you've both been to? I'll start with Kerry as well because put her on the spot.
Yeah, you should. There's a good one here.
This is gonna be my podcast, I guess.
Oh, wow.
I think the best one that I have seen. Well, okay, so this is hard, right? Because
The favorite one that both you and I have been to.
Bend.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
It better
course.
be.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Explain why. Explain why it was the best.
Because I got to dance around as Tank Dog, which was amazing and a dream of mine. In heels too, which is just so fun.
Okay.
She killed it. She's featured in Who the Fuck is John Gorley VHS tape on stage as Tank Dog, dropping some moves.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What song did you go to? It was Live in the Moment, right?
That sounds right.
Closer towards the end of the set.
I think so.
Yeah. She killed it. She was so good. Like I had Tank Dog that night and it was just like it was kind of mid, it was whatever, blah blah blah. Carrie went out there and like dropped some moves on that stage.
Yeah. It was so fun. That was last summer. So
Was that last summer?
I think so.
Or was that 2 summers ago?
No, wait, that was last summer.
You were Tank Dog and you killed it. Excellent. I didn't actually know this. I knew Chris performed once. Ah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Performed is a good word.
I haven't got many good words, so Excellent. That's cool to know, Carrie, that you were Tank Dog, as we said. But Chris, what about yourself for live shows? Any personal favourites?
that both Carrie and I were at.
Doesn't matter.
Well, that's what he asked, right?
Oh, okay, I guess.
That's what he asked. Yeah. I mean, I've told Mark my favorite shows in the past. I don't know. Edgefield last summer was pretty fun. Yeah, there was an incident. Someone was throwing small ice cream samples off the stage from like a local ice cream place, and I guess somebody got like domed and like properly hurt and had to go to medical, and it was like a whole situation. But yeah, I mean that show was pretty fun. It was really cool. A lot of special guests. I really did enjoy Ben's a lot as well. And then we were also both at the
the Edgefield show had James Mercer,
Shins,
the guy from Sleep.
Yeah,
like
dude.
so many guests.
the
That were
Dragonaut.
incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. We were kind of on one and having a good time.
So fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There were like soaking pools that we snuck into afterwards.
A what?
Like
Soaking
natural-
pool?
Yeah, like a mineral water like soaking pool. Imagine kind of like a lazy river, but the water doesn't move, and it's like this little oasis at Edgefield, and
okay.
you can take drinks in, and it's like waist high, really hot water.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty sweet.
I can kind of picture that. Yeah. Nice.
yeah,
During the summer as well, but that's pretty cool. Nice.
yeah. It was a good.
That's what you're saying.
What else was? Oh, okay, trying to get me to keep talking.
Oh god.
Yeah, there was the Chris Black Changed My Life the release day when they did the free show at the Mercado. We were both. Remember?
When was
Was
that?
that
2023.
was that the outside show they did on like a stage somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the
Was that
food
the-
cart pod in Southeast Portland.
So cool. It's
'Cause
like a whole
I saw some
block.
clips of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time as well.
2
So-
years ago.
You climbed a tree.
Yeah, there's a Polaroid of me like in a tree with my camcorder. Some random dude took this Polaroid of me, and he like started tapping my foot as I'm like recording the band playing. This tree is just like on the side of the road, like right on the side of a main road, and there's so many people around. And he's like, "Here, dude," and I'm just like cheesing, smiling, like messing with my camcorder. It was so much fun. Yeah,
You got the footy.
I got the footy. That's when we saw Mr. Beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, that was that night.
Okay.
We saw Mr. Beautiful.
Cool. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there completely. Yeah.
That's okay. Well, we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, we did it, yeah.
We're back together.
With the power of editing, I'll piece this all together for everyone.
That'd be
Okay,
great.
cool. So we kind of got like a background on you guys, but a question more for Kerry is: I noticed you do quite a bit of photography, or you try to. Is that a passion of yours? How'd you get into that? Because I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yes, my Instagram is mostly photography because I love to walk around and just like kind of look at things, and immortalizing like a view of something I think is really pretty in like a photograph
Mhm.
is really like calming and nice to me. And having it be in film especially is like you only have like one shot to get it, which I think is nice. So I'm not like taking photos all the time. I'm like picking my shot. And
One moment that sees everything you ever wanted.
exactly. Exactly. So yeah, no, I love it. And I think it also like just makes me feel more aware and in the moment in situations when I'm like out on a walk looking to take photos and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So,
And you've got like a professional camera then, not like a camera phone like everyone takes pictures on.
yeah, I've got a few cameras that I use, a couple like little point and shoot film cameras. My Canon SureShot Duo is my favorite. And then Chris actually gave me a camera that's really nice. It's got like, I don't even remember what it is.
It's an older Canon SLR camera that I got from a friend's. Or maybe I got it somewhere, and I sold it to
Oh, okay, I bought it.
I bought it for $40, and then I sold it to her like a year later for $40.
Ah, damn! Wow. Out. Okay.
But hey, truth is always out. Whatever. No, I totally give you that camera. What'd you give?
My best photos were taken. It's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably Film Geek. She has a Prime 28. I think it's also a Canon lens, right? It's not a zoom lens. It's a 28. Or is it a 50?
I think it's 20.
Yeah. It's a little wide.
Oh, wow. Cool. I wish I knew more about cameras. I'm just hearing numbers and letters and going, oh, okay, yeah, the Canons sound good. The SLR, yeah, this sounds like a good professional camera. I actually had to do a small photo shoot yesterday for my new job, and they had like a green screen light. I've never had one before. And I was just like, I don't like this. I don't love my picture being taken. So I was on the other end of it, and yeah, they'll be coming out soon. I'm sure I'll get bullied by friends. Be like, "This is you. Look at this." I'm sure I'll be edited out of that, and yeah, all sorts. Yeah. I do appreciate the arts though and photography because I'm not very good at it. So I like to see people who can do it right. Any like?
Well, you must love art because you do architecture, right? So I mean, that's art.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not technically an architect. But I work in the firm. But yes, it's a lot of technical drawing. Yeah, I do like buildings and I do like landscapes and things like that. I do builds, but yeah, it's a little bit more inside the box. You're a little bit more outside the box with art. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure.
Any particular pictures you're really proud of, or like you point to that one and you think, yeah, that was a good fucking picture. Anything like that? Just anything.
Oh man, there's some really good photos that haven't actually made it out yet on the internet of me and Chris went to Mexico City and took some really good ones. But I haven't posted any of them yet.
Yeah, there's some pretty funny ones in there.
Yeah.
I saw you posted a couple already, but not all of them.
Yeah, a lot of them did get posted on like the Instagram story, but
not on a regular post. There's a really good one of me, moments before we got extorted by the police.
Oh really?
For 1,000 pesos, 2,000 pesos, or
1,000, I think.
I thought it was 2,000 pesos. It was 2,000.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. We don't have to go into that.
So yeah, you'll be seeing those come out.
Okay.
But...
Excellent. Yeah, and obviously Chris does photography and film stuff as well.
Yeah, not as much lately, but later this afternoon we're going to Pickathon. We're going to do some secret hush-hush video for the bands. It'll be cool.
This is coming out after that, though, so that's fine. This is coming out in the future.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We had a really funny call with both John and their new manager, who shall remain nameless.
Oh, are they not publicly named yet, then? Oh, okay.
I think some people know. He's kind of like behind the scenes, and he is well known in other circles. So I don't want to name out there. But yeah, and I don't know. They want us to get some like B-roll, dumb stuff. So we're just gonna walk around. And...
Yeah. Excellent. Moving on a little bit, slightly. Obviously, we had Ulu. I keep calling it Uwu Selects. It's Ulu, ULU. Ulu Selects Volume 2 came out 2 months ago, something like that. And obviously, because it's the latest release, I kind of asked everyone, what do they think that's come on post that? What do you guys think of it, actually? The 4 tracks. Obviously, Chris knew about Graveyard or Viz a good while before he actually he answered in one of the community questions. It was kind of like your favourite song that's not part of an album, and you put Graveyard, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never heard of it. You've got some foresight no one's heard of. I was like, what is this? And obviously it came out as Viz, yeah. It was going to be High Viz, wasn't it, as well? Or something like that? Yeah. It's going to be even slightly different.
I know you wanted to ask about that. I can go into that now if you want, or we can wait and talk about Ulu Selects first.
We talk about Ubu selects. Yeah.
I like Uwu better.
Ubu selects.
Uwu select. Yeah, to me, like, excuse me, we actually went. John offered us dinner, which was very, very kind of. So we just out to dinner. I'm like, what's going on with the new album? And he's like, oh yeah, we're putting out an EP in like 3 days. And I was like, what? He's just like, what the hell? At the end of dinner. And I was like, oh, cool. And he's like, yeah, it's all these songs that they had shared titles for publicly previously. Like Big Baby Bogota was shared years prior on Instagram, just like on a whiteboard when they were like putting together Gloomin' and Doomin' or Woodstock or whenever that period of time was. And when it came out, we listened to it, I was like, oh yeah, I can hear, the sonic differences from like what they were playing then compared to what they were putting out now, like in Chris Black Changed My Life versus like Woodstock. And you can hear a lot of those new things and how it was remixed or maybe reassembled and different were put in currently. And so that was a nice surprise. I thought it was cool. I thought it was kind of like, I like the way it was put out. It's almost like, here's some like, I'm using air quotes for people that can't see us. Here's some like songs we made in the garage kind of thing, or some like B-side sort of vibe tracks. And I think out of all of them, having heard it much, much earlier than when the EP came out is probably Viz, which had a different title. But if I had to pick between the other 3 songs, I think Big Baby Bogota is my personal favorite.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
I think that's also my favorite.
Yeah, I'm really surprised because this whole thing has been interesting because they've only really done studio albums or put out albums for it. I don't think they've done like a mini, like a couple of tracks and put that out separately in their history. I could be wrong. I mean, Under the Waves of the Brown Coat technically is kind of an EP, I suppose you could call it, but that's so long ago that I don't think most people know what that is really in the wider fan base. But it was pretty cool. I didn't know anything about it. Obviously, I think you told me about Graveyard, kind of like, oh, okay, I've never heard of this song. And then obviously some people in the Discord of the community, the Reddit, mentioning like, oh, there's some other songs floating around. And yeah, when it came out, I was like quite surprised because I kind of thought these are 4 really good tracks, to be honest. Like normally there's like, I don't know, I didn't think I'd actually jive with any of them, and I actually really liked 3 of them a lot, and then one of them I'm happy with. But Viz is just a really nice. I don't know if it's like a blending of their kind of old school, a little bit of new school, but I really like that song. I think Silver Spoons might be one of their best songs, actually, personally, that they've written. It's been definitely in a long time. Not to diminish anything else they've done, but for me personally. And then Big Baby Bogota, or Triple B, I really like as well. Because I like the like kind of halfway through it kind of turns in, has a little bit more Latin flair. There's, the woman is speaking Spanish. It's just got a nice vibe to it. And then I got this. Oh, sorry, go on. Yes, yeah. Jump in.
Oh, Carrie was talking about this line in one of the songs last night. What was it again?
We couldn't find it, but it was like...
It's so funny.
Suck it on the titty of the city.
Oh, yeah.
It's like right up there with the coconut line from Woodstock.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Just pure artistic.
Yeah,
I forgot about that line.
Heard
Yeah,
that, Johnny.
Yeah. They also
Cool.
the pissing in the wishing well, because I mentioned it to a couple of people. Like one of the like kind of lyric websites had it as like fishing in a wishing well, and I was like, no, it's not that. And John confirmed it. It wasn't as bad as the lyric guy on Reddit, but it kind of felt like a nice confirmation that it was pissing in a wishing well, because don't want to get that wrong. Yeah. But I
Gotta make sure that's accurate.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, I've got to make sure it's accurate. Yeah. Yeah, we've all pissed at a wishing well. I haven't, but yeah.
Someday.
I'm pretty au fait with getting a new EP 2 years after Chris Black Changed My Life came out. I thought it would be a little while longer anyway before we got something. So to get something kind of 2 years after, it's kind of lessen the gap, the wait for more new music from him, which I'm really happy about. Yeah.
I think there'll be even less of a gap before we get a new album.
Oh.
I hope so.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know.
Someone knows something. Yeah. Ubu Selects. Go listen. It's pretty fucking good. Any other, like, doesn't have to be PTM related, but like music recommendations? I was just curious actually. Like, I always kind of ask people now, do they have anything? What are you guys listening to?
Yeah, actually, okay, so this came out a few years ago, but I love this EP so much. It's just like funky. It's a vibe. It's this guy Debull, Dabull.
That's an album. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's called the Intimate Funk, FONK EP, and the song "You and I" is just such a vibe. Oh my god. And then what else do we got? I have my this year. There's this like jazz band called Sun Bear. The song is "Let Love Flow for Peace." It's really good. And this guy. Someone I did just discover recently who has a really cool music video out and a really cool song that I liked a lot. He's called Flawed Mangoes. And the song is called Surreal.
How is a mango flawed? Is it just another fruit that didn't quite make the cut? How is...
Dude, I don't know. You gotta watch the music video.
Oh, okay. Flawed mangoes. Okay.
Flawed Mangoes, the song is Surreal.
Surreal. Okay.
Yeah. Good one. Those are my suggestions.
That's Chris's suggestions. Anything for you yourself, Kerry? Anyone you're listening to?
I don't know. Nothing comes to mind immediately.
New Slater track?
It's pretty good, but I don't know. Yeah.
If y'all don't know Slater, SLAYYYTER. What is that? What do you call it?
I'm writing this down. Okay.
Yeah, it's like pop, yeah.
Huh?
Or hyperpop.
Hyperpop, sure.
Yeah. It's when you need a gig out.
Oh, what was the other not Trippy Red. Sexy Red?
Sexy Red? The other hyperpop person?
Is she hyperpop?
No. Sexy Red is rap.
Yeah, so there's Sexy Red. I think it's like 2 or 3 X's.
Yeah.
Sexy
Red is great.
Yeah, that's true. You can plug that show we're gonna go to.
Windhand?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Windhand's touring again, and I'm so stoked on it. Playing a show in town next month, I think. Yeah, that's like metal.
Like woman-led doom? What do you call it, doom?
Yeah, I guess it's doom metal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a female vocalist. She's awesome. I've been wanting to see them forever. They're a classic, so definitely check out Windhand.
Yeah. She wasn't sure if they put anything out recently.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Chris. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've literally never heard of any of those artists you mentioned, so I've got some people to look up now. So thank you. I was like discovering, trying out new stuff. You never know. You literally never know. So that's pretty cool.
I have one more suggestion for you if you're actually going to listen to all of this. Bloody no, I don't.
If this is your mixtape,
I know you're thinking.
Kim Petras.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh, Kim, just KIM and then PETRAS. Listen to the song Whalecock.
Say the name of the artist again. Wait, I thought you said someone else from it.
Kim Petras. PETRAS.
Oh, okay, right. I thought you were right. Okay, I thought you said someone else there for a moment because, yeah, I'll brace myself. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
That one with headphones on, then, by the sounds of it. Yeah.
No, you should put it on speakers very loud.
Oh, yeah, I'm not doing that. No.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah. For myself, I'll keep it short and sweet. Not short and sweet, but I've been listening to a bit of the Marias, actually. I kind of discovered them like a year or two ago, and then found out they're like really popular now, and now I'm like, I'll turn it back. They're a bit too popular, but yeah. I really like that 2024 album, Submarine. It's just, I just love the style of it. Like, you feel like you're underwater listening to it. Everything, like, there's notes and I don't know, just the range that she can do, and her voice is great. Plus, I don't know, I just feel emotion listening to that one. As simple as it is.
Yeah.
So really vibing to them at the moment, and really they're kind of the only standout I'm listening to. I just have the main playlist going, with Ubu selects in as well at the moment. I'm still enjoying that. So just them two. But thank you for the recommendations. I'm looking forward to Flawed Mangoes and Kim Petras. Something about what was the song? Something about a cock or something?
Whale cock.
Whale cock. Okay.
It's gonna fuck up your whole playlist for
Yeah,
sure.
that whole album, the one that Whale Cock is on, like front to back, is absolute gold. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. I might be into it. Maybe not the whale cock, literally, but like, yeah, maybe something on that.
Don't nugget.
Yep. Moving on, Mark.
Moving on. Obviously, it's been a couple of weeks since you announced that we've got PTM stuff now on Nuggs, the music streaming service. I've actually not talked to you about this. I mean, you've got the opportunity just kind of to go through kind of like the process of like how you got stuff on there. What was it like? Was it a pain in the arse? Was it as easy as pie? Tell us, what did you have to do to get this going?
A lot of shit talking.
Who exactly?
Choose your words.
I know, depending on who listens to this, they're gonna think it's funny or not. About a year ago, I was out working a show and I got a text from the band's current manager, and
who will remain
we stay in touch.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's really a big deal, but I don't want to put that out there that's in case he wouldn't like that. But if John talks about it or whatever, like it's totally. So anyway, I got a text from him and was like, "Hey, we are in talks with Nuggs finally. We would love for you to pick out some shows and kind of edit them together in the format that they need. Is that something you're interested in? Like we'll pay you whatever you think is reasonable to do that kind of work." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Like what are the details? Blah blah blah." So I got thrown into an email thread with that person and someone else local who's dealing with these or with the band's like smaller releases, such as like Ulu Selects or like the little 7-inch they released at the Beaverton show, like the Zoe cover on it, those sorts of things. So given that I put together the archive, I have all these things, and they were like, "Well, I don't know of anybody else that knows the band's catalog of live shows as well as you do, so that's why we're asking you." And I just went after it, and they wanted, I think it was initially 10 shows, which then turned to 12, and so I picked 14, my 14 favorite. I know that Nuggs is all about high resolution audio, which is not something that's always accessible, but I'll say. And so I went back, I looked through every year in the archive, all the shows that I know people have talked about that stand out and are important, are recognized for numerous reasons, so on and so forth. And we agreed on, what I would get paid as like a contract employee. And I was like, yeah, it's going to take me about this long. here's how many shows I'm doing. Here are a couple extras just in case some of these don't work for whatever reason.
Mhm.
I hope these work out. Management was stoked. And I turned it around in a couple weeks. I formatted every single file as Nuggs wanted it, and then got thrown into this massive email chain with myself, band's manager, that other person I mentioned, and like 7 or 8 Nuggs employees who deal with various things throughout the process. So there was an initial idea to release earlier this year than when it actually went public. But things just got snagged on the branch, they were taking a little bit longer than they needed to.
Mhm.
And we got to a point of where I needed to submit the audio for these shows. And I did. And not all of these shows were like FLAC or WAV files or were high res. And
Right, they were like chosen based on the content.
they were chosen, based on the actual show itself and like why the show was important. Not like, oh, it was at this period of time. It was like, oh, yeah, this show, they played like a super long jam that they've never played before in any other song that we've never heard ever again. Or this show, like, Kyle fucked up a part and like said something really stupid, and then it just was like a joke for the rest of the set, Like, a lot of the times when bands tour, and I'll speak about Portugal the Man in particular, they'll have a set list, like a set list, and they'll change a few songs, but a lot of the nights it's the same show, so that everybody in all these different cities gets to see the same show. But sometimes, just because it's a special venue, it's a special night, they're celebrating, or John just feels like it, they're like, we're going to play a completely different set. Instead of playing, an hour and 50 minutes, we're going to play almost 3 hours, and it's going to be a party, and like, just whatever. And that's what I was looking for. That was my intent going into the project. I was like, I want those shows. I wanted the Blue Loon in Alaska from, I think, 2010 or 2011, because it's like a hometown show. It was right before Christmas, and it was at this tiny, like, bar venue or whatever that doesn't exist anymore. And the show's, like, pardon my language, but it was fucking phenomenal. I wanted Cafe du Nord from, like, 2007. Like, that's an amazing set that anybody can go watch on YouTube. But, like, I think that should be up on Nuggs, because it's like they just ripped that night, And some of the longest standing fans of the band were there, and they like filmed that show, and they're like good friends of the band's. Like, I'm friends with them. Like, they're rad people. They deserve the recognition, and so on and so forth. So we turn in the audio, and they're like, we can use 2 of them. And I get a phone call. I get a phone call from someone included in the in the email chain, who shall remain nameless. Hint. And was like, this is fucking ridiculous, because this isn't what we were told. I don't know if I could be saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't give. Carrie's gonna transfer that. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, Mark. Carrie's over here covering bases. Like, I understand. They're doing their jobs, and that is their job. So like, we can't hold that against them. But there was information lost in translation with someone involved with the band and between Nuggs, and they're like, we just can't use this audio. So I was like, this is my idea. I was like, well, what if I just like go and convert all the low res audio to wave? So I, air quotes here, upscale it.
Yeah.
And just try and submit that. And someone was like, yeah, whatever, why not? Like, worst thing that happens is they say no. Carrie's over here like side-eyeing me. And I was like, yeah, whatever, let's try it. And for like a week, it was like, okay, cool, thanks. Like, yeah, thanks for sending us like the source file and, not like the downscaled. And then we got an email back. It was just like, yeah, so our audio person reviewed this and like whatever. All right. So at that point, we had to pick new shows. A lot of the shows that are in the archive are MP3s. They are crowdsourced. Like, some of them don't really sound that great. A lot of these, it's not that they sounded bad. Like, you can very clearly hear what they are, but it was the quality of the audio file the company was, which, whatever. I have my own reservations about that, but those are my own opinions. So it's just like, okay, I get it. Like it's their platform. That's what they want. Cool. It's fine. I still very much respect them for that. Like holding that standard is really important to a lot of people. Hi-fi audio. And so they started scouring places on the web looking for high source or high quality shows, which all of these shows are in the archive. They're publicly available outside of the archive. And they're just like, yeah, we're going to use these. I responded with an email that I was like, hey, I understand you guys want this. Here is the reason why I chose these 14 shows in particular. They have a lot of meaning. They have a lot of meaning to the fan base. It's really important that they're exhibited, especially in this way. And, like, here's this show that you guys want to use that you all found, but I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying like it was just another show in the tour, with the same set list. It wasn't the special show where they played the song for the first time in 7 years or whatever or anything like that. And basically got a response, just like a kind response that was like, okay, that's cool, but we're still going to do this. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, if that's your thing, management wants to sign off on it. It was like so much back and forth, like this email chain was huge, Mark. It was freaking massive, dude. And so much was just getting lost in the mix because then there were like side chains in the emails and it became a whole thing. And I reached out to the band's manager and I was like, hey, is it cool for me to say this, what I said in that email? And he's like, yeah, like, let's just do it. It's whatever. So this was all like around, I don't remember when this
Should have been before April.
Yeah, because I remember there was like something about New Year's when we all like went silent for a few weeks just because of the holiday.
Yeah.
But
It was a while ago.
yeah. Anyway, they're like, we want this to be the release date, and then things just kept, like I said, getting postponed, unfortunately, for various reasons. And eventually we decided on a date, and there needed to be artwork for all the shows. It's part of Nuggs thing. So when you go onto Nuggs website and you go to Portugal the Man, each show has custom artwork that was made by John, except for the show that I put on tape, which was the Seattle show. The one that looks like the Soundgarden record, I made that. Which I'm so honored. Like, I thought that was so cool. I thought that was so rad that they used that artwork for that. And John did the rest along with the other person who's here in town who's dealing with those like individual releases. So Nuggs went live with all the Portugal the Man content, and it is all the shows that they picked. There was a lot of reaching out to old audio engineers that were on tours to see if they recorded any shows, to see if we could find high res, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And one of the shows that was put out, which this just gets me going, was my Seattle show. Or the tape that I'm sorry, not my Seattle show. It's the tape that I put out of the Seattle show from 2022 from the Alt J tour. And joke's on them, because that is an MP3 file that I upscaled to WAV.
And they didn't know.
And they didn't know.
Oh, Jesus. That's embarrassing.
Anyway.
Damn.
I thought that was so funny after all that stuff, And when that came out, I don't hold any like negative feelings towards Nuggs. Like what they do is fucking amazing. It's phenomenal. Like I love what they do. I love the bands who want to put all their shows on there and then we can just go listen to it like almost immediately after the show happens. I think that's so cool. I went on the band's Reddit, excuse me, and made a post that Nuggs is now live for Portugal the Man. And I left a comment and I was like, hey y'all, for whatever reasons, we couldn't pick these shows. And here is the list of shows that I chose, being the person who organizes and somewhat updates the archive, because I thought these were important. I'm not trying to, talk bad about this company. Like, it's great that it exists. I love it. But in case anybody wants to listen to those, cool. I think these stand out because I never really talked about a lot of those in the past. And do with that what you will.
Well, yeah, thank you for giving your take as well, because it definitely, for me, I didn't obviously know. I've not heard of Nuggs. I've not heard.
Yeah.
But obviously, you are the creator of the archive. That is your baby. That is
sure.
Well, is it? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the VIP of the archive. So
yes.
Yeah.
The what do you call that? The recipient of the continuing. Whatever.
Using the torch?
I took the torch. I took the torch a very long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But they didn't like your ideas over at Nuggs. Well, not all of them. So, but
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Again,
I have to be honest. I wasn't underwhelmed with the selections, but I think a couple of them, there is some crossover with the archive, isn't there? I think some of those are on both, if I'm correct.
I'm gonna be honest. Every single show on Nuggs is in the archive.
Is in the archive, yeah.
With the exception of the new stuff, like the Beaverton show. I have it. I just haven't put it in the archive yet. Yeah. There was a separate conversation about that with management. Same as like every show from the Kinnick tour, I have in high res. Every single one I have the recording for, but I didn't put them in the archive. One, because it's a hell of a lot of data, and two, I knew this was happening and there were sort of plans, so I couldn't.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Want to steer people towards the Nuggs. Obviously, that is a subscription as well. So they're obviously trying to get paid for their good hard work, and the archive is a passion project that we'll love. I was actually going to ask about updates for the archive, because I don't remember the last time we had additions, I guess, to it. I don't know, but obviously now it makes sense, obviously, with Nuggs, everything. So thank you for explaining that. It's good to get that out in the open.
Yeah, there is something to be said about that, though, with updates in the archive. For anyone that is interested, it's a very quick, straightforward thing. Part of it is what I just explained a moment ago, but it's not extremely pertinent. When the archive went live, I had made a public announcement saying, hey, if you have anything, please send it this way if you think it fits in here. I was sent a lot of stuff, but it was like phone recordings of like a third of a show.
Yeah.
Just like people in the pit, like screaming on their cell phone. And I was like, okay, this is cool, but like I'm not saying those things are bad, but like
you want a full show, something someone can watch.
Yeah, exactly. And there were some, a lot of people did send in a lot of good stuff that was added, right? But I scoured the internet for years, and I still do, for shows that I don't have. And some of those shows that are in the archive, a lot of them were sourced from the web, but aren't available anymore. They were on like a Vimeo link that doesn't exist anymore. It was taken down, or a YouTube that has since gone private, or the person deleted their YouTube account that they made in 2007. Like, one of the hardest things to find was the Coachella 2013 live stream. The fact that we have that in the archive is like mind-blowing, because the band's old manager Rich didn't even have it. Like, him and I searched for that for a very, very long time, and I was just public about it, like, repeatedly. I was like, hey, if anybody has this, please send it our way. Like, it has to exist somewhere. And then somebody finally did. Like, thank God they did, because it's a really cool show. What I'm getting at with this is that, like, if there's more stuff online that's not in the archive, like, please point me to it, because I haven't found it. And that's the main reason I haven't updated anything, because I've found everything I can. A lot of people have asked, like, hey, can we put in these, like, 1.5 million acoustic sessions where they do, like, 4 songs for a radio station, And, like, there's nothing wrong with those. A lot of those were in the archive initially when I found the old version on the old, like, forums. And that's cool and all, but it's like one thing, like, hey, I was at this session in 2010, like, it means a lot to me, I was in Milwaukee, like, whatever, for this radio station, and it was great. It's like, yeah, that's awesome, and I love that you have that, but it's the same session, and with that, when you're on a tour and they're doing that in every city, that's just so much more data. And we have like the KCRW live session where they did like the 5-6 songs where it's like kind of everything is green and they're sitting in a circle playing together. I'm like, yeah, so it's like if anybody has something that they don't see in there, which I very well could miss things, like I have, and I appreciate when people let me know, but please send it my way. Like, absolutely send it my way.
Send it.
So scary. I'm easy to find. I'm one of the mods on the Reddit. Like I said, just endless throwaway account. Like, shoot me a message. Just ask. Like, it's not a big deal. And if I say, yeah, cool, sure. If I say no, like, don't take it personally. Like, I keep this thing alive on my personal Google Drive, and I pay every month for the extra space. So that's part of the reason. And like, a lot of those Connect shows I do want to upload, but is it worth it to upload them all? It's an archive. It's important. Should I only do the select few shows? Like, I don't know.
Do them all. No.
No.
I get your want for the more bespoke, the more important shows as well. Because if you put everything on there, then it kind of not ruins the magic, but there's only so many times we can hear that set and those songs. So I respect your opinion for wanting the more personalized sets, the more where they jam, as you said, they go for 3 hours, and the people who work at the venue look at John like they want to murder him, because they want to go home, but he wants to keep playing music. But yeah, I respect that. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the updates for the archive as well, and I look forward in the later future, we'll say. Maybe one day you'll get around to adding them, but I completely understand now with the Nuggs situation. It's good because it's a really good source. Obviously for the show I try and I need to do thumbnails and things like that, and there's images and artwork and there's sources and stuff so it's a really good resource for me, so thank you. From my yes. Helps me out quite a bit. Yeah, do you have anything else you want to talk about Nuggs? Or I know we kind of circle back to that, but I kind of feel like you said everything. Unless there was anything else you wanted to mention, get off your chest.
Yeah, you'd mentioned Viz, and I know that was on our. You sent a list of just general topics we would talk about, which I really appreciated. I want to know what Carrie thought about that song.
What? No, he asked about Nuggs.
Oh, not about Nuggs. Well, I was rolling back.
Viz, because obviously
you brought it up earlier.
Yeah, because Chris has known about it for since John wrote the lyrics down, apparently. So yeah, tell us.
Not bad. I don't know. What do you think of that song? Because you got to hear it early too.
Recording all of the tapes.
Yeah.
I knew as soon as that song came on, it was time to stop the tape soon.
Oh yeah, Carrie helped record those tapes. So appreciative of. For anybody that has one of those, I recorded them one by one right here in this very living room and at my labor of love, for sure.
Yeah, it's on the tape.
Yeah. This is really cool. I got a text from Johnny one day, just out of the blue. We talked about it. He goes, I would love, this is a few years ago, to have like these one-off songs put onto like secret releases, or like short-run releases. So like, for example, that 7-inch, again, that was sold at the Research Center or whatever. And I listened to it, and all he sends me is just a file, no context. And I click on it, and it just says "Views of Immeasurable Sadness," Viz. Haha. And then in parentheses, AKA Graveyard, and it had like a date on it that he had exported it.
Oh. Okay.
And so I pop it up on my phone, I listen to it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like a grunge, like 90s music lover's dream. Like, the guitar tone is so crunchy and just in your face, but it's not overpowering. It's got a simple drum beat behind it, and it's got a cool, very upfront bass line. And I just sat on this track for a while because I was like, not sure what I was doing tape-wise, if I was going to do more at the time, so on and so forth. And part of that conversation, there was some back and forth. I was like, whoa, dude, I love this. This is cool. He sent me a couple other unreleased remixes of Purple, Yellow, Red, and Blue that Rick Ross had done.
Yeah.
Which are pretty sick. I think it's like Rick Ross and like T-Pain, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Mark, I'll send these to you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, damn.
They're so cool. John told us about this recently. I'm sure it's fine to talk about. I was like, dude, why did you never like actually release those? Because like back when Evil Friends came out, there were tons of remixes of that song, and this is like an official remix. And I guess he was talking to somebody, and they're like, now hold on, John, you think you can really release you think you can really release a remix with Rick Ross? He was like, why the fuck not? And yeah, so I was really appreciative for those, and I've just been kind of sitting on those as well. They just live on my phone, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I can put those up. Maybe I can. I think I can. I'll ask John. And so anyway, I have this track. I finally decided I want to do these VHS tapes. Who the fuck is Sean Gorley? And I was like, I'm going to put this video out digitally and as a tape. If you want to buy a VHS tape, 2024, like, cool, you get an extra secret track at the end after the credits. Which, oh yeah, Carrie has one here.
Oh, there we go.
Matrix knockoff. I did all this artwork. I did all this John collage here on the spine. I did this thing. You should read this. This is on the back cover of the VHS, for those that don't know.
Copyright isn't real. Money isn't real. The rules aren't real. Government isn't real. Do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Be whatever you want to be. Quit taking shit so seriously. Touch trees. Live life. None of it is real.
There's a little irony in it because there's copyright from the band, all rights reserved, blah blah blah. In the bottom, I'm like, guess I lied. The joke. So anyway, at the very end of the tape is that old version of what is now Viz. And I kind of talked to John about it on and off as time went on. I was like, dude, you guys ever gonna play that? Like, it's a really cool track. And obviously other people knew about it. I'm sure he shared it with so many people. And the first time they played it was at the Research Center in Beaverton, which is one of the Nuggs shows. And it's the kind of stripped down with a small string section show. And they had it on the set list as High Viz. And whether that's indicative of that stripped down version, or if John just wanted to change the name. Obviously, it went through a few different titles. Is his decision. So when it came out on this EP, I was really stoked. The version on the tape, I was telling Carrie, is actually a little bit different than the official version that's out. There's a part in the song where it's like leading up to like the big guitar solo that John takes. And in the EP version, there's a little, this is the biggest difference I've noticed. There's like a little key section that was added in. It's like da na 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 na, and then he goes into the guitar solo. The version that's on the tape doesn't have that. It's just like, I don't know if it's mixed a little bit different. To me, it sounds like it may be. In the final version of the song, there's a little like key part that's added in. It's like a da na 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 sort of thing. Which isn't on the version of the song that he sent me, and I think that's so cool. You know, seeing how that song evolves, even just the small things that are added in right before it goes out, or the different intent and all those things. Carrie's showing me funny pictures. Anyway, that's what I had to say.
That's what you had to say. Well, yeah, thank you, Mr. Foresight of Graveyard. Which I never got sent anything early. I've never been sent anything early, so I only recently got the secret Instagram thing that I'm not sure.
I would definitely send you that remix.
I'm interested in the difference. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Cool. Yeah. I want to ask, I've been told about announcements. Yeah. What are these announcements that you can say without spoiling anything? A couple of people have mentioned them. C4 Vendetta mentioned he's actually going to meet you guys later, I believe today, on date recording at Pickathon.
Yeah, we were going to try to meet up at the festival today. Phone service out there is pretty spotty, but I know he'll be around, so it's going to
my internet service is pretty spotty here, so maybe hopefully it's better for you.
Yeah. What announcements are you talking about specifically? I'm not 100% sure.
Oh. I have been informed by someone in the band that announcements will be happening soon. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that's
big announcement.
The word "big" was not used, although I don't know the grandeur of the announcements, so they may be big. But all I've been told is the announcements. That is that is the last word. That is all I've been given. So yeah.
Yeah, they announced. They announced the tour. They announced the U.S. tour. I think John mentioned that they may be trying to get over to your part of the world next year. I'm not 100% on that, honestly.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's kind of public knowledge that they've been recording, like, you know, so maybe they're going to announce the new album, which does exist. And when did he tell us about that? Was that when we went to dinner? He said he was pretty much done. Yeah. I think the album's done, and it's just in editing right now. Or mastering, you know, mixing, mastering sort of thing. And if everything goes as planned, as far as I know, based on what I've been told, I honestly don't know, is that we will get new music in a shorter amount of time than it took to get the new EP.
Okay. A shorter amount of time. Okay, so less than 2 years. That's good to know. I
think much
that's
less
exciting.
2 years. Hopefully,
well,
2 years.
1 year, 11 months.
Yeah, I still didn't lie.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard it batted around a little bit about the next album, the next project. Obviously, they're always writing. There's always ideas flowing. It's just cool to hear that stuff is being picked up a little bit quicker, you know, and being put out a little bit quicker, which is cool.
Yeah. You know, get some lineup changes, get some people being flown into town to, you know, record at the recording space, and I don't know.
You seem positive though, which is good. That's positive. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to linger too much on the lineup changes because I don't know.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's a whole thing, and like people have reasons and everything, and that's all respectful. But yeah, it's yeah, but that's cool. Announcements being maybe a new album then coming soon. Well, I'll have to go
Fingers crossed.
John then for more questions. Yeah.
You should. They leave for Portugal in like 4 or 5 days. So
Yeah, I suppose he does. Yes. Yeah. Annoyingly, because I started this new job, I couldn't quite get the time off to go, and it just came at the wrong time. Really, I had to become an adult. I couldn't keep messing around. So yeah. I'll see them. I'll see them soon. I would have thought so.
yeah, he'll get it.
Yeah, I'll do multiple shows as well. So yeah, not sure I'll volunteer as tank dog, but yeah.
Quite a responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can boogie as well as you, so nowhere near.
Gary Boogie.
And I wanted to talk about artwork actually as well, because I put out a little community question. It got me thinking about like eras of artwork.
Sure.
Portugal the Man. Like, do you have like a favourite album art, a poster, maybe like something John's drawn, something someone else has drawn that's PTM related?
Yeah. There's so much of John's artwork out there. Part of the archive, it's so disorganized, and I don't really know how to organize it. I have screen grabs of as much of John's artwork that has been made public over the years as I can grab reasonably. I think it's important. Along with that is like merch, because there's always another T-shirt that was like a one-off thing. But, so like having photos of that I think is also really important. But I actually have a tattoo on my arm. It's a sleeve, and it's a bunch of John and Austin's artwork. It's like a giant collage that I kind of put together, and it's like this dude. I don't know. It's like I don't know what piece it's from or where I got it from, but it's like a skull, right? And instead of being round, it's like almost rectangular and cylindrical, and he's like puking something, and he has this like really short brow hairline, and then he's like arching over. It's just like his back with a creepy little hand that's like leaning over like John Waters' arm in The Creep, like the Lonely Island, The Creep video. It's kind of like doing that. And I've just like always loved that one. I don't know why. I just think it's so rad and so cool. Or there's like oh yeah, the sunglasses dude. This one right here. It's just some like one of his weird little creatures, and he has like a mustache that's like thick like his dad's. And he's got these cool like sunglasses on that I also think is really rad. So
yeah, they're kind of like dripping ice.
Yeah,
Glass.
That's my personal. I don't know about Miss over here.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm not really. I haven't been exposed to a lot of John's art other than just the album covers and stuff. And I think there was like a few pieces of his art at the charity auction a while ago that was really sick. I remember really liking those. So yeah, those come to mind for me pretty much.
Okay. Oh, cool.
The new EP art is pretty sick. I will say, I think it's fun.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I also have one of his little like, he draws these super quick skulls. If somebody wants something signed, just like after a show and he doesn't have much time, he'll draw like a little skull, and have one of those on my middle finger on that same arm. I put a little crucifix on his head, but whatever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
no, that's a good selection. You're all good.
Mark, do you have a favorite piece of art?
Oh yeah.
I'm not as like keenly focused in like more like what John draws and stuff, but like in terms of posters and album art, I've always had like a keen. I like his style. I think probably like the In the Mountain and the Cloud era is definitely my favorite. Like the kind of kind of crazy heads. Yeah, that kind of sort of thing. Yeah.
Here's the guy puking that I was mentioning, kind of showing you, and then it's kind of hard to see, but here's the guy with the sunglasses on. Here's his little mustache, like the round of his face.
I can sort of work that out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
I see.
Yeah, Carrie has. I mean, this
there we go. Look at
part
that.
right here is straight up traced from this. So
Shit.
yeah, it's just a little smaller.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. They're holding up. They're for audio. They're showing up. They're showing me the vinyl for In the Mountain and the Cloud at the moment. I mean, the excellent timing.
Yeah,
That's pretty class. Yeah. I'm not as I'm not as widely attentive as these two are for artwork. So that's kind of my favorite era. Obviously, like everything In the Mountain and the Cloud era. And I'm a big fan of Tank Dog as well. I think we need to mention him as well. He sort of came and I know he's in prison at the moment for various things, but it'd be good to have him back in another music video. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I tried to kill him and they weren't having it, so.
I'm a little bit disappointed he wasn't in more videos. He was only in a couple. I'm a little bit like,
yeah,
should have been in more, but hey,
he's still around though.
Yeah, will he come back? That is the question.
I have some Tank Dog art I can send you.
Oh, I meant like the actual Tank Dog in the music video. Like, yeah.
Somebody else.
No. Nobody else.
No.
I don't know. I'm unsure.
No?
Maybe I don't know. It might happen this weekend. It might not. We'll see.
That's cool. That's cool. Awesome. Brilliant. Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you guys for both coming on at this point. It's been really fun catching up. We've had it's been cool. I'm looking around their living room at the moment. They've got their coats in the background and some artwork on the walls and bits and pieces. Yeah. Oh, look at that for a bed. That is something.
Isn't she a cutie? Little Miss Kiwi. Yeah.
Just put my Devo hat on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need all this power, this energy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I just saw Devo last week.
Oh, pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on. It's been really good. Always, Chris comes with so much knowledge and experience with the band and just know-how. Yes, well, a lot more than me. I just kind of waffle and kind of bring people. I just push people on. I'm just kind of the link man. Yes, and Kerry's been lovely to meet you as well for the podcast for the first time. At one point, there was a possibility that I was going to be your tour guide as well when you came over this year. Annoyingly, had to cancel. No, but the offer is still on the table. So, because I know you wanted.
You're gonna make me cry if we go into that.
That would have been so special.
You're gonna make me cry if we have to talk about that.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
It's okay. It's just such a whole thing. Like it happened, and then he dies like less than 2 weeks later, and it's just like, okay. Hard.
We'll come again, though.
Oh,
we will.
Oh, we'll come through.
Because that flight is expensive. I'm not sure I can afford it, but maybe I will. Don't know. But anyway, we like to end the show with a song game. I'm actually curious. I'm going to look up because I make track of what every answer is. Do you remember what your other ones were, Chris? That you
I think the first one was pretty straightforward, and you just did Feel It Still, and then the second one was God, I don't remember the second one.
Oh, I've got some bad news for you. It's the first one was noise pollution.
Okay.
First time around, because I was going to call this the new noise pollution podcast, but
it's been a while.
Yeah, no, to be fair, that was in April of 2022, and
wow,
the last one
25
was
episodes later.
No, well, this is episode 26. Yeah, God. And then the next one was Sugar Cinnamon of Churchmouth. So
yeah, that's big.
yeah. I can't remember if you got either of them right, but anyway, we've got another one. You've got 10 questions. I'm going to write them down. I've been doing that recently. Yes or no
It's all
questions.
No,
It's all carried.
Okay, it'll be a collection.
It's getting tougher as well with Ubu Selects added as well, so got to consider that.
Ooh.
It's one song from their entire discography. I'll let you take it away.
So it's like 20. The way I've gone into
10. Yeah.
But
I'll let you
10.
harder.
Yeah.
Mark is
10.
thinking of a song. We have to guess it.
Yeah, so we have to ask questions and figure out the song. So we could ask, is it before this period of time or after this period of time? And he'll have to tell us, and then we can go based on there. And I'll open up Apple Music so we can reference.
Yeah,
And we're on a
please do.
team?
Sure, let's be on a team.
Be on a team, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. There's Tank Dog.
Run up on me. Front and center Tank Dog.
Okay. Is this song on one of the band's albums?
One of the band's studio albums. Yes.
Okay. So now we know.
Okay.
Years, maybe?
There's also like a color thing going on here.
We can only ask you yes or no questions. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, most people don't, and then I kind of like go, eh. So, yes or no, or like around that. Yeah.
Okay.
I usually go here in this period of time. Is it before or after?
About the halfway point.
Yeah.
All right. Before or after 2010?
Or during 2010?
Oh,
I guess it has to be yes or no. So before 2010?
Well, we could say before or after, right?
Did it release before January 1st, 2010? No.
Okay.
So after 2010, essentially.
So we're in the upper half here.
Okay.
We're in the new school.
I have a hunch to be a song in the mountain in the cloud. I have a feeling.
Oh, do you?
I don't know.
One of the questions I like to just throw out there for people is, have we mentioned it on the show today as a song? You can use it. You don't have to. It's just one. Keeps it recent, current.
It's a good one. It's down into here. Comes into here? Well, that was it mentioned in the show today?
Didn't mention it in today's show. No.
No, did not mention it.
Didn't mention the song.
Okay. Well, we could round this down here. We go this way.
3.
We can also go this way.
We got 7 questions left. Maybe 6.
7, right? Yeah.
6 and a guess. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well do a time-based one.
We'll do another time-based. Was it? Is this song in the band's last 3 albums?
Was this song in Chris Black Changed My Life, Evil Friends, or In the Mountain in the Cloud? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
The
no.
answer is
Chris
yes.
Black, Woodstock, or Evil Friends?
I forgot about Woodstock. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, the cancel show. Cancel it. I'm a fake fan. The answer is yes. Yes.
It's in one of those 3 albums.
God damn it. I forgot about Woodstock, man. That's bad. Yeah. Oh god. Gotta do my homework.
So it can't be purple, yellow, red, and blue. Not feel it still. Like, I'm gonna lean into.
Could say, does the album cover have humans on it? Which would only be Chris Black Changed My Life.
Are you asking?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah, is that? Yeah, I'm asking.
Does the album cover have a human being on it, or multiple human beings?
Say that again. You cut out a little bit. Does the album cover have a human being on the front cover of it?
Correct.
The album cover does have a human being on the front cover. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's clarify. If you're talking about evil friends, that ain't no human. Like Gary
That's a
said.
human. There's a human, but they've had their face altered.
See, I don't know. Taking liberties.
Taking liberties. Okay, hold on.
I'll tell you what, we won't count that one. That feels harsh. I'll let you ask another one for free. So that was question 5. You ask another one.
Are there multiple human beings on the cover of this album?
There are not multiple human beings.
Okay.
We're getting bratty here. Oh, I'm coming in hot.
Do cars count as humans? In the movie Cars, yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You didn't even remember that album.
That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? Is this song in the first half of the album or the second half of the album?
It is in the first half of that album.
Okay.
It's very evil.
It's funny, that's what I was thinking too. Should we just ask it? What are we at? How many questions have we got?
So you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your 7th question.
Do we have to ask 7 questions or can we take 4 guesses, 5 guesses?
We got 4 out of 6.
You've got 7, 8, 9, 10. So you've got 4 guesses. Yeah.
We could guess. Well, there technically would be 4 questions and a guess, right? So is that 5 guesses?
3 questions. You got 4 things to ask, right? You gotta guess it.
Damn it!
Damn it. Gotta narrow it down.
Okay. Hold on.
You're so close. You're so close.
Because these are all fairly popular. Oh no. Oh, how about this? Is the song labeled as explicit on Spotify or Apple Music?
I'm just gonna take a double check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up. Because
I mean, there's only 2 options though.
Oh fuck. This podcast is now no longer explicit.
There were a couple other slips earlier.
It doesn't.
Oh yeah.
It is not explicit.
It is okay. So it's here.
Question 7.
I'll bet
not
it's
explicit.
I don't know why.
Is it Atomic Man?
It is not Atomic Man.
Ooh, we got 2 guesses left. Okay, hold on.
So you've asked for: is it a studio album by the band? Is it after 2010? Have we mentioned it? Is it in the last 3 albums? I forgot Woodstock. Not multiple human beings. Is it on the first half of the album? It's not explicit, and it's not Atomic Man. That is where we're up to.
So there are 3 songs here, and we got 2 guesses.
Yeah.
No, hang on. I said not explicit.
That's correct. So we're down to 3 songs left. Yeah. Because Creep in a T-shirt and Hip Hop Kids both have an explicit rating on them.
Sorry, I'm having a bad day here. Bad day.
Oh, you're good.
Washed. You might have to take over, Chris, soon. It's not looking good.
Are you doing great?
I mean, we could just go in blind and guess.
What are the themes between the names of these? We got Plastic Soldiers and Hip Hop Kids are both like about childhood.
It's not Hip Hop Kids because that's explicit.
Oh, right, okay.
T-shirt. We're at Plastic Soldiers, Evil Friends, or Modern Jesuses. No. Is there a thing here? Is this song named after the album it is on?
And with 1 question remaining, you have guessed correctly. It is Evil Friends. Oh, I'm just going to give it to you because you're going to get it. It's Evil Friends of Evil Friends. Well done.
Dang, whew, that was a hard one, dude. That was really hard.
I just thought something of the more recent one, same name as the album, would really throw you off. But yeah, good job, guys.
It did. It did.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Mark.
Right. God, can't even think that I forgot about Woodstock as well. God, what? Finished. Yeah, sorry. No,
we won't tell anybody.
We won't tell anybody except for everybody that listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
I'll put out the unedited cut on the archive.
Yeah. I I don't know why anyone would want that. It's just me saying that I just take out a lot and your ums and pauses. But again,
Do you
thank guys
keep-
for coming.
Yeah. Do you keep a copy of all the episodes you've done?
Yes, yeah. I've got folders. I've got like an audio. Obviously, I keep the audio and then the full and then the unedited as well, all on my system. Yeah.
I think it would be cool if you want to put all those old episodes into the archive.
I'm happy to send them over to you. Yeah. Do you want like the full? Do you want both versions? Because the unedited is
No.
just a bit of a. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
No, I think I would rather have the ones that you have put up online
Okay.
because that's what's available. But just having them available elsewhere, and then like
Yeah.
if you do a new episode, we could do like a delayed release in the archive, like by a few months, to make sure that people, listen to it on Spotify or YouTube or wherever you're posting them.
Yeah. Well, everywhere I'm putting. So I'm happy to put it on the archive day and date as well if you want. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I think it's part of the. I'm trying to make it part of it. So yeah, no, that's a very kind offer. I'll take you up on that. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, if you upload them, try and put the MP3s because the smaller the file size, the better.
You want to
Just since it's-
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I do the audio files in Wave just to try and make the quality a little bit higher. I don't think it makes any difference. It's me talking, unfortunately. But yeah, MP3s then. Okay, I'll make a note of that.
If you here, how about this? How about you? Because I can convert all those very quickly. So if you just upload the files that you have, and then I'll download them, let you know when I have them. If you need to clear like cloud storage space, then I'll have them, and we can deal with that. And then I can convert them on my end and just put them up in MP3. Like
they're basically all audio files anyway, because I don't do too much visually really. But yeah, no, that's a lovely offer. Yeah, I'll take you up on that. Excellent.
Yeah.
Do you have any the floor is yours if you want to give any final thoughts or say goodbyes or promote anything. Have you got anything to promote? Any photography or any live shows you guys have recorded? Anything? Or just plug the archive or Nuggs again? Or the floor is yours.
should we talk about that conversation we had on the back porch without naming names?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think we should. We were talking about Pickathon, which is happening today here in Portland. What are you doing? Are you trying to mute me?
Say it.
Gary's trying to censor me. Gary's trying to censor me. But it was myself and it was Carrie, and it was
I wasn't
the
there.
band's manager, and then John just happened to call the band's manager at the same time, and we all got into a group call. And we were talking about what they wanted at Pickathon from us, doing video things and whatnot. And then John made a joke about something, and then the manager was like, "Well, yeah, I don't know." And then it was just me and John riffing, just stupid ass jokes, just
Dude, it went on for so long.
riling each other up, and Carrie's just sitting there cracking up on the back steps.
Hours. Fucking,
It was so good.
bark dog.
Yeah, we're just barking back and forth at each other from the other side of the fence.
Basically. It was very cute.
Yeah. I don't know. That's all I got. This Carrie's got something good.
No, I don't have anything going on right now. Nothing to promote, but soon.
Soon. Someday.
Yes. Yeah, look out.
It's been so nice here. It was so nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely to meet you as well, and hopefully one day in person as well.
Yeah.
I don't think I've met really, apart from Evan, really, from the kind of wider PTM fam as well, because no one's in the UK really, and the people that are very I'm a fan, but don't want to. That's kind of it really. They don't really want to go any further. So yeah, it'd be good to.
Thought it'd be cool if we could get over there with Evan and try and meet up with you and see if Audrey wanted to meet up or something, and all of us hang out. I think it'd be rad.
Yeah, we'll call out for the wider audience as well. But yeah, maybe hopefully next year or whenever they want to do a show over here, I'm going to try and do as many as possible. So yeah.
Nice.
Again, thank you everyone for listening. Sorry, it's been a bit of a train crash. I've been a bit scatterbrained, but I really wanted to get another podcast out and happy to do it. First one with 2 guests on, so I hope I did all right. All right, lovely.